Welcome to the Dynamic Boardroom from CFO Dynamics. So before you make the investment, I think it's really important to understand who the Dynamic Boardroom is for and also who it isn't for, and if you're a good fit for that. So in terms of what the ideal situation with the Dynamic Boardroom is, you've got a finance team who is already giving you accurate financial information. Because if you're getting that, it means you can trust what you're going to be getting from the Dynamic Boardroom. The difference with the Dynamic Boardroom versus my Dynamic CFO is we trust the information that we're getting from you guys is on point. It's not going to need to be touched. We just take it as it is. So if you're getting information from your finance team that you're trusting, Dynamic Boardroom, tick that box, number one. Number two is you want to have a resource for ad hoc questions. You know, your finance team might want to know, hey, how do I deal with this situation, this type of transaction? I don't feel like getting charged $300 an hour by my tax accountant, but I would like someone who knows what they're talking about to resolve that question for me. So it's an avenue for ad hoc questions for your finance team, but also for you as a business owner. So within the service, you get an allowance for phone calls and provisions like that where you can go, hey, we've just faced this situation. I'm looking at investing in a new team member. What should I do? And how do the numbers fit? So it gives you an opportunity for those ad hoc questions. It then gives you a path for growth, strategy, and accountability. So if we look at each of those, growth, getting strategies from us that we see from other places or things that we've seen work really well ourselves to help you get to where you want to go. And then accountability strategies in relation to, hey, if you're committing to doing this over the next month, is it possible to do that amount of work in a month? Is it going to get a return for what we want over the next month? Or is the next 12 months going to look the way we want by holding you accountable? So if you feel like you've got a finance team that's giving you all the information you need in terms of accuracy, but you're wondering then what to do with it, and then the cliche I love to use is they're giving you the x-ray, but you don't know how to read the x-ray, then the Dynamic Boardroom is for you. And it's also an affordable way. The pricing point of the Dynamic Boardroom is such that you can be turning over less than $1 million a year and you'll get an awesome return on your investment without the impost of the My Dynamic CFO, which can be in the multiple thousands of dollars a year for a business as an investment. Who the Dynamic Boardroom isn't for. Firstly, if you think you're already getting financial information and reporting from your finance team and you know how to execute from the information you're getting in relation to what this is telling me, what I need to do with it in terms of my actions within the business, and then as I said before, I'm executing on those actions, that's kind of what the Dynamic Boardroom is trying to do. So if you're already doing that within your business, then you're not going to get a great return on investment, and probably quite quickly after the first or second session, you'll be like, kind of already doing this. This is no different to what I'm getting at the moment. So that's one side. You might be getting an excellent return from your finance team already, and the service isn't for you. The other side of that equation is going, hey, look, my business is actually quite a bit larger, and this level of service, I actually need more than that. It's not just, hey, take the numbers, put it in some reports, do some analysis, let's have a meeting about it, ad hoc questions. I actually need someone more regular, more consistent with my approach. Then you're probably looking at the Dynamic CFO offering that we have, which is our premium offering, might be the best approach. And then the third and final one is if you don't really have buy-in to the process around investing in your learning and investing in the finances of your business to make sure that you're using that information to enhance your operations. And that might be, hey, my business just isn't big enough at the moment to justify an investment of multiple thousands of dollars over the course of a year. And I just can't justify that. And that is completely understandable. And in that case, we'd probably look at something like the Growth Center, where you go, hey, I can get these tools, tricks, strategies in a free environment, and I invest my time for learning. And that's, I think, a great place to start as well. So if you fall into any of those categories, the Dynamic Boardroom might not be for you at this point in time. But fill out the inquiry form. One of our team will be more than happy to speak to you around how we could potentially help and what that looks like for you and your business.